all good. It's all good. We cool.
So what type of? What is this? Converse? What are those?
These Mahara, something.
They the who?
Something Mahara.
Mahari?
Yasamaki, something.
Oh shoot! I thought they were the Rickies for a second.
Oh no.
I thought you had on Ricky.
No. I almost did.
You almost had on the Ricky?
Almost did. Not today.
Not today? Y'all okay?
Today.
You didn't pull out the Rickies today.
Yeah.
Man, welcome back to another episode of A Rare Moment. Yeah. I'm back from my hiatus. It's like I haven't even said these words before, for real. I'm excited to have this guest today. He slid by the studio. Today we have Shamon Brown Jr. Come on, let's clap it up for him. Clap it up for him. Yup. Shoot, man, how you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. I'm great. I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed.
Shoot, what you got planned for the weekend? It's Friday.
I'm going to Six Flags tomorrow.
Oh,
Six Flags
for
tomorrow.
real? I don't like Six Flags like
Why?
that. I don't know. I went in Atlanta. I didn't like it there. And I went during like the Halloween stuff too. So it was people trying to scare you all around. And I just wasn't feeling that vibe, you feel me?
Yeah.
And then, I went here with some of my friends. And it's just like, I don't know. It's like every other amusement park. They all the same to me, you know? Like would you say, what's that one called? The Farm? Bent? It start with a B. What's that amusement park called that start with a B?
B.
No, it's not in California, but it's like, shoot. They gonna know what I'm talking about in the comments, though. No.
Big.
Oh. No, I'm about to say Barnes and Noble. I don't know, but shoot, Six Flags, I don't know. I'm from North Carolina, so I usually go to Carowinds. That's where I went for a long time. And then when I was in Canada, I used to go to, what was it called? Wonderland, Canada's Wonderland or something like that. And that was actually my favorite amusement park I've ever been to.
Really? What's so special about it?
I didn't have to wait in lines at all. I went like 3 times in 1 week.
Nah, that's
for real.
cool.
It was just,
that's
for
real.
real. But shoot, that's what's up. So Six Flags, anything on Sunday? Going to church? What's going on?
I might go to the studio.
Okay. You know. So when you're not in Chicago, you live here or what?
I live in Chicago.
Okay.
I'm thinking about moving to Atlanta.
Okay.
After I finish filming next season.
Right.
But yeah, I'll just be out here. Like I call this like my off season. Like when I'm not doing anything, I call it my off season. Like when I'm chilling.
Right.
Like, so I just come out here and network
and chill out.
Whatnot.
For real. Shoot, I saw you at speaking of, we got to get Karis on the podcast. But anyway.
Yeah.
I saw you at Karis' party, and we had been texting back and forth, and I was like, dang, my fault. My mind be real bad. I swear my mind be so bad. I'd be like, yeah, I'm about to hit you up. Yeah. And it'd be a month later, and I'm like, what you got going on this weekend, man? Yeah, but I was like, I really got to do something with you. So I was like, what better thing to do than get you on the podcast? So I'm excited to have you on here, man, for real.
Glad to be here, man.
Shoot, let's dive into it. Man, y'all just got renewed for season 6, right?
Season 6
Woo!
of the show.
Season 6. That's amazing,
that is
yo.
crazy.
That is amazing. How you feel?
I don't know, because it's just like, of course you always want your show to do well,
of course,
and stuff. But then it's just like it's kind of like so I guess it's so crazy for me personally, because when I started on the show, because it was a whole other version of it in 2015,
right?
I auditioned for, and that version had Jason Weaver, who's still on the show now. But we had Aisha Hines, we had Sierra McLean, Tariq, I forgot how his name is. No, Tequan Richardson.
Okay.
Older brother from Everybody is Chris. And a couple more people, and we filmed that version. I was not really an important character, but that's when I did my whole crazy audition process, 7-something auditions in front of Lena Waithe and all the producers and writers and stuff, and that was crazy. And then it was I didn't hear anything for 2 years.
2 years?
I didn't hear anything for 2 years, and I was in middle school at the time. I think I auditioned for it when I was 10.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear anything for 2 years, and then what's so crazy about that is first of all, I ain't gonna lie. When I did that version, filmed the pilot, I had some moments where I loved it, but it was I was so bad because it was my first big thing.
You didn't know
usually I was used to doing commercial work where I'm used to looking at the camera or whatever, and print ads and extra work, and it was just for this, I was the camera's right in my face, so I'm looking at the.
But you gotta act like it's not there.
I'm looking at the camera as I'm walking, because I'm I want to make sure I'm looking where I'm going.
Nah.
I was with 2 other people, the other characters on there, and we were just walking and talking. I'm looking at them, and then Lena was there that day, and she literally told me, she was like, Shamon, just act like you're walking with your friends. And we were literally like in the heart of like the South Side of Chicago, which was cool because it was like people around, but it was just
it really like puts you in there.
It was a lot. But and then it was just so then we came like for 2 years. It was just kind of like I had nothing going on. Like I was just regular in middle school. Like I ain't getting no auditions for a long time. I ain't had no roles, no nothing. And I think that time, I feel like everything, God has everything set in place for a reason. So
you've been on The Chi since season 1, right?
Yeah. And then it was so crazy because when I came back, I got a call for another character. I'm like, why am I getting this call for somebody that I already auditioned for? Well, I already got this role, did the process. So then I did one more audition. Then this version came, completely different cast. I was the only one who came back, and one of the producers and writers at the time, Ramon Reed, shout out to him. He was like, we auditioned like thousands of kids, and then we just still couldn't find anybody. On you. Yeah, so I was like happy about that. Man. And then it was just like I was only supposed to be in 2 or 3 episodes. That's what my agent had told me. She's like, yeah, don't get excited, it's just 2 or 3 episodes. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I ended up being in 9 out of 10 episodes.
Dang. Then basically a series regular with a longer hiatus. For real.
That next season, I came on as a series regular.
That's what's up, man. And that's like really to attest to like God's grace and like how like everybody's just path is different. Yeah. Because like some people, like me personally, like my whole process and like I guess ascending into this industry was like totally different. It was really rapid. And like I wasn't used to all of these like carpets and I remember going to my first red carpet. What was it, Kim Possible? Like because I was with like
Kim Possible. Isaac was in, right?
Yeah, that one. So I remember going to that one, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed, man. It was like, man, we in LA. It's like summer, and I got on this scarf. I'm like, what am I wearing, bro? I'm out here looking like a black stuffed animal or something. Like I had on a scarf and like a leather jacket. I don't know what I was doing, but like that really sticks in my brain because that was like my first introduction into like what this whole world would be. So like as for you and like, okay, you did it. And then you started seeing like how people were gravitating not only towards your character, but who you were like outside of Papa. You feel me?
Because it was crazy. It was kind of crazy because doing the role, like I was 12 and in the middle of it, I turned 13. And it was kind of like crazy seeing, especially I guess, on set the change, like people are used to it, and I even see it on set now. Like people are in this episode and they're not here the next episode, or they only have one scene. So people kind of like got that vibe from me, like, oh, this character might be in there because I was in the series regular. Season 2 came in the series regular. It's like everybody's vibe kind of switched, but everybody was still nice. But their vibe was definitely like, oh, you solidified, like you here. And like I had got articles in like CNN and Variety and Complex, and it was just kind of like things I had never expected, like, and the things they were saying, it meant a lot to me in the articles. Like one article was just like, I think it was CNN saying like what modern day TV's been missing, and then in Complex it was like a top 10 new characters that 2018, and I was number 2 on the list.
That's what's up.
So that was crazy to see, and it was just like, so it was just kind of like it just hit me different. And it's crazy. It's cool.
Shoot, I like to like ask mostly all of my friends who are on shows as well, like who are series regulars and who are on these shows. Like, how much life do you see in The Chi? Like, how much longer do you see the story going until like we reach some sort of resolve?
What's so crazy is when it comes to season 6, my agents always like whenever it's been like this ever since 2020. When we dropped season 3, like my agents don't like really. Well, now I love my agents, but it's like they always like, oh, let's wait to hear what's gonna happen. But on set, it's always talk of like, we're gonna come back for another season. Like always like towards the middle of the season, they're like, oh yeah, you're never coming back for another season, whatever. We're coming back for another season, whatever. And it's been like that the past few years. But I see it going for like. Because we're in season 6.
Yeah, you're in 6. 6 is deep in.
I think they want it to end when we graduate on the show.
Okay.
And it's so crazy because 1 minute it's like we're 16, and then 1 minute is just like we're older or younger. And then we're like, hold on. And I guess it's weird for us because we grew up on the show. Yeah. And it's like most of us are 18 or older. So it's just kind of like we're already 18. What are you guys talking about? But then again, it's older people that play younger and everything. So, I mean, maybe maybe a few more seasons, because what's so crazy is like the numbers are really good.
Yeah.
And stuff. So, and it's like we're like one of the hottest show on Showtime.
People love the show.
Yeah, and it's like we're like one of the only like ethnic shows.
Yeah, for
left,
real.
so.
I remember it dropping on Showtime, and I don't remember how old I was, but shoot, my mom said I was too young to watch it or something like that. She was like, "No, you can't watch this," but she was watching it. And I remember watching I was young, so I was like, if I can watch what the grown folks watching, I love this show. You feel me? I was intrigued. Oh my God, the grown folks watching this one? Shoot. So but I go back now to even watch like some episodes, and it's a lot of shows that I'm not catched up on in the first place. Anyway,
for sure.
Man, how'd you get into music? Like
get into music.
And then I have a question to like go on top of that.
I got into music right when I graduated 8th grade. I always say when I graduated 8th grade because I heard a lot of people don't graduate 8th grade, like middle school in general.
What?
So it's like when I think they don't graduate middle school in Florida. I think that's what I heard.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Literally.
Oh, shoot.
And then it was just like I was always
Oh shoot. Okay, my fault. I know what y'all mean. Y'all saying like they don't have a graduation ceremony.
Yeah,
I thought you were saying
they
people
over
just
with
not
middle
graduating.
school. I'm no people graduate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what y'all talking about for real? People out here with middle school educations?
Walking
amongst us?
Nah.
For real?
I mean, maybe.
I mean,
it is.
It is something. Hey.
But I was always into like writing. It was so crazy is in middle school, I hated writing.
Okay.
I hated writing class so much. But I always had like a passion for like telling stories in some type of way. So first of all, I went to a predominantly white school for middle school. So it's like I'm always listening to the like pop tracks. I never really listened to R&B, hip hop, or nothing. Exactly.
Yeah,
for
Miss
sure.
Swift.
On the way to school.
Yeah, Miss Swift.
And it was so crazy. It was just like I started writing for real. Like I started writing poems. And then poems, I just always loved music. So poems slowly shifted into songs. And then like I had a laptop, and then literally I was recording off of my gaming headset, my PlayStation gaming headset, and then a mic attached, like plugged into the side of my computer, opened up GarageBand, and just started like recording, like going on. And then I remember like I was just recording, like I probably made like over 100 songs just that way until I got my studio equipment. And then like I'm always songwriting, like I songwrite every day. Like I probably have like over like 300 songs in the vault. Like I got like 70 songs I need to record now. So yeah, that's kind of how like I got into music, and it's just like I loved it ever since.
You had a thing.
Yeah, I just started dropping consistently with everything, and like people really liked it because people always known for like the past like few years that I've done it. Yeah, and they just like send it to me. I'm like, I don't know, because I don't really trust you. I mean, I trust you, but I don't trust you. But like, so then it's just like now that I'm dropping it, people are seeing it, and it's consistently, and it's good to people. Like, even though I really drop music for me, that's my biggest thing. I make music for myself for real.
I think that's where like you obtain the most success within it too.
So it's like if you relate to a song, or if it makes you feel good or sad, whatever. Yeah, like that's cool too.
I feel that. But my thing is though, what some people might get mixed up. Is a lot of like actors or like not influencers or just someone who comes from a different background with the following though, like it seems like their next thing is always music, so like the thought of like, oh, okay, here go another actor trying to make songs, you feel me, here he go, and he gonna be off of this in like a year or so.
I know exactly.
So like how do you set yourself apart to be like, no, I'm also like a true artist, you feel me?
My biggest thing is consistency. Because a lot of people want to do one song, one video, make it big, and it boosts its numbers. The numbers go crazy because of the following or whatever, and then it's just like they just don't drop anymore because they're just truly not passionate about it. So for me, like it's always been a passion. It's just now that I'm just now starting to drop it and do it consistently. So that was always my biggest thing. But now people are really seeing, because there's a lot of people now that see my music, because it was this guy, his name is Yusuf. He made a post. We had a meeting, and he was like, yeah, when I look on your page, I don't see nothing about music. So then that's when I finally started like like now people are DMing me like, yeah, I love your music. Oh wait, you act too?
Right.
I didn't know you. How come you didn't never tell me you was an actor? I'm like, literally, that's where all like majority of my
right. That's
followers
where
and
everybody
everything
knows you from.
comes from. But it's just like, so now I'm like glad to, like, I don't know. It's just like setting myself apart is one. Not saying I don't care about my image.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm not gonna change myself, especially my music, just for anybody else's like whatever. Like I don't say nothing crazy or nothing. Like I ain't talking about like guns, drugs, nothing like that. Yeah. But it's a lot of people that have to hold this like image just to like maintain this image just because of marketing or whatever. Right. Like I can't work with this such and such. They don't want to work with me because I said this curse word or whatever. Yeah. But for me, it's like I've been cursing since I was 12. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, my mom had to sign a whole thing, and like all the moms on the show at the time,
professionally,
like so that they could say, "Is it okay that your kid curses on the show? Like we don't want you to come back suing us or whatever."
Right.
But it was just just like always staying true to myself. There's a lot of people that write songs and make songs that really aren't true to themselves, and it's always a part of me, if not all of me, in every song that I make.
That's good too, that people are actually discovering you for like your music and not just like who you are, who you play. You feel me? Bro, I like to have a topic for every episode, okay?
Sure.
So every episode I have a topic, and I think for today's topic, I want to talk about privacy. Because with a lot of the stuff that we do is so public, you know, like and then just like our whole society now is like public. You know, you put something out there, your business out there everywhere. Yeah, everybody know you, even your grandma. She be on the Facebook.
Yeah.
What they changed it to metaverse, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, they be on that. They be on that too.
Sure.
Yeah. So like, how do you control like your private life? Because would you say like you're a private person first?
Yeah, it's a lot of people. I think that's another thing, especially being in this industry.
Yeah.
Whatever industry that you're in, I feel like people either are gonna put too much out, or they're not gonna put anything out. Cause like I don't know what Denzel ate for breakfast this morning
at all.
But
Denzel don't post about nothing.
Exactly. So it's just like it all depends on like how much you put out on your own. Like if you're if you're the one who is going to it just depends, like, as what kind of person you are. Like, do you want people to see your everyday life? Do you want to be private? Like, I don't know. It depends on the person.
Shoot, me personally, I'm not social media driven at all. Yeah. Like, and I know, like, once again, going back to the brand, I know it's like, okay, it's good for your brand. This is good for you. Maybe this is something you should do. Yeah. But me personally, I feel like I find the most success when I'm just like, oh, shoot, this might be funny or this might be cool, and I record it. And then it just end up, you feel me, like going, and a whole bunch of people see it. So, like, as far as you, I feel like, would you say, like, social media has aided you in, like, the progression of your career, you know?
I think when I started putting out music, I definitely seen how much important it is, because that's the only reason, like, I really post as much as I post to, like, kind of stay active.
Yeah, for your music?
And everything, So it's, like, but definitely, like, even, like, all the other two boys on the show with me, we definitely all have the same mindset. It's, like, we don't have to post anything. Like, the show promotes itself. It's like we're chilling.
People love the show.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like I don't know. It's like I love social media, but I hate social media at the same time. Yeah, it's like I don't need it, but it's like because of, like, music and everything, it's kind of like I have to need it. Right. Because, like, if you just drop a song right now and I didn't post about it, nobody would know.
Nobody gonna know, right?
Nobody would know.
You can't do that. Shoot, this Beyonce's internet.
Exactly. Right. But I mean, as far as I think for music wise, it definitely has help, but acting wise, it's kind of like a nah. Right.
Nah. Me personally, I don't even think you need to do that, especially if you're trying to be like an actor.
Yeah.
Because I feel like your skill and your craft would speak for itself.
Yeah.
Because
your agent is literally social media. Like, your agent and auditions are your actor's social media.
That's it. That's literally. It. Honestly. I mean, honestly, in this day and age, like IMDb is it IMBD?
IMDb, yeah.
Yeah, IMDb. Yeah. Like, that's cool and all, but I don't even think that's becoming less and less of a necessity, like, nowadays. Yeah. You feel me? I just want to talk a little bit more about your success. Yeah. Because, like, it's the only role, like, you've played as Papa, right?
Yeah, my major role, yeah.
Okay, your major role. And you've been on that since the beginning, 6 years.
Yeah.
6, 7 years?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And you just turned 18, right?
Just turned 18, yeah.
I told you happy birthday.
Yeah, you did.
See, I was about to say, I always run into this issue.
You did.
You'd be like, my birthday's a couple weeks ago. Hold on now. I saw that on your Snapchat. Did I hit you up? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, just to talk a little bit more about your success. I don't like when people ask the question like, what's next for you, or like what you got planned. Like even my family, they be like, okay, Ramon, well, what's next? I don't know. I don't know what's next. Stop asking me about it. I'm an actor. They don't understand that I don't determine when my jobs come up. You feel me? And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. So instead of like, what's next for you, what would you like to be next for you?
I do have something up next, but
okay. I don't know, but
yeah. Hopefully that announcement comes out soon as far as the casting. But I'm very excited about that project.
That's what's up.
That project is already. Thank you so much. It's bigger than The Shy, which is it's a big thing to say.
Yeah, that's.
But it's
that's going in the promo for this one.
For sure. I got a movie coming out next August.
Did you already film it, or you're about to start?
It's an animated movie.
Oh, okay.
I'm a main character, and it's something for like the adults and the kids. So
for real?
It's something that's been around a long time, but this is the first time they're doing this project with kids. They've been done mad variations of it. A couple of my friends had guessed what it is, but I ain't gonna be the one to tell.
Okay. Because when I turn the camera off, I'm gonna try to guess.
Okay.
You said it's for the adults and the kids.
Adults,
but it's usually just the adults.
Yeah, only adults have like voiced the characters for real. And this is like the first.
Oh, Boondocks.
They've done variations of Boondocks.
Oh, I don't know.
That's what I say. It's very like it's been like.
Oh, they've done multiple.
Shucks. And it's only been adults, and like they've.
It's
only been like a few specific like black actors have played the characters, and I'm the first like black kid to play this role.
That's
so it means a lot.
So would you say like you're breaking a glass ceiling in that sense?
Yeah, I think so. I think it definitely it's something cool. And I think I like that I really didn't have to change too much of myself for the role, which is very cool. And they definitely give us a lot of freedom. But I guess to really answer your question about what I like to do next is I tell everybody like I would like to do like each genre of TV and movie that I can. So like I did like The Shy is like a drama.
Right, that's drama.
So I want to do like a drama movie, or if I do like a horror film, I want to do a horror TV show. Yeah.
Okay.
So
dang, I ain't never heard of a horror TV show either.
I don't know if you want to consider that one. It had Ariana Grande. Voice crack.
God,
my God. You know, Ariana.
Anyway,
Ariana Grande in it. I forgot what it was called.
Shoot.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was Scream. But I think
Scream was a movie, right?
Yeah, Scream was a movie.
Okay.
It was.
They had Jenna Ortega, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I know a horror show, American Horror Story.
Okay, I didn't want to say that because it had horror in it, and it'd be like a comedy show. You feel me? Like it's just no, that's just the name. Now you look down for real.
But yeah, I think that's what I really want to do.
Okay, that's what's up.
Acting wise, yeah.
As far as
what about you?
Me, I don't know. I'm like. As I progress in my career, like I love acting and I love portraying different people, but I just like find the whole job of like being with a project like step by step, like more fun and more intriguing. So like I really want to be behind the camera, like if not directing, producing, and if you know or both. You feel me? Producing and directing at the same time.
Yeah, same.
And just so you can like you curate the idea, you create the idea.
No, for sure.
You put it together and then you film it, of course, and then you put it together again in editing, you know. Yeah. So, and I just feel like you really have creative control on every step at every step of the way. Yeah. As far as just like how you want the story to be told. Yeah. Because I don't know, that's why I appreciate directors too, because like. I feel like actors and directors, like they're a team, you know. Yeah, gotta be. Right, because and then the writers as well, but that's a whole different situation. Yeah. Because like the director, he provide or he or she. I'm about to get in trouble.
About to get cast.
Yeah. They. All right. The director, they provide the imagery, like what the viewer sees through it, and we provide what the viewer feels. You know, and that's like super important to me.
I feel like actors are like the best. I feel like could be like the best directors.
Yeah.
Because like you truly kind of know like in a sense of like what kind of mindset.
Yeah.
Because the director, I feel like, can only take it so far.
Right.
But I feel like when you're an actor, you really understand, like, I know it ain't easy to cry.
At all.
Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Or I know it ain't easy to do this scene or that scene. And when you've been through it, it's kind of like easier than just watching it. Because it's like a director is almost like a watcher in themselves. But I love directors. I love the directors.
Yeah,
especially when it's the right one.
Yeah.
The right one.
Right.
Like,
the right one for the right episode or the right project. And they know what they want. They provide you with that creative freedom. So you guys are actually a team. Like certain directors, I haven't had a lot of bad directors, but
I have.
For real?
I have.
Oh, who?
Because it's just like it was. It's just been a few, like, cause on the show, like we usually do like different directors every episode.
Right. Yeah.
Majority, but it's been a few that personally, it's just kind of like in a scene. I feel like they didn't focus on collectives. Like I love a director that's able to like whoever's in the scene is like they get to talk to everybody and everything. Right, instead of just focused on one person. So I definitely had a few directors that kind of just focused on like it'll be like me or another person in the scene or me or two other people in the scene. It's like feeling like I'm like the least important. Like I'm not there. Yeah. Because it's a thing of like not really. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I came here to work. It's kind of like you're the director. Like you supposed to help me tell what to do. Like I'm gonna come here knowing my lines, but it's like
and knowing what I want to do.
It's like what do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But usually it's good when a director doesn't talk. At least that's what Samuel Jackson said.
Oh, that's what he said?
That's what he said in a master class.
Shoot.
He's like, if the director don't say nothing, I mean, you doing your job.
Yeah, you doing something right.
Like, all right.
I would love to work with him as well.
Sure.
Because just to see like him in his like mastery, just because he's so good at what he does, like you were saying. Man, I want to talk about confrontation, right?
Ooh.
Just because that's something that we also have to deal with, like, in what we do as well. Whether it's like a corporate confrontation or like, confrontation in private. Like, how do you deal with that? Because, like, sitting here talking to you, you feel like super cool individual. You feel me? You don't raise your voice like that?
Nah.
Shoot, even in your songs,
I think it depends on the conversation.
Yeah.
And it depends on the person and the situation and everything. For me, I don't know. It's just kind of like whatever. When it comes to confrontation, I guess I say at least like I'm gonna say like in a friend group or something. It's like if I talk, like say I talk about somebody to you. Yeah. This type of person I am, like it's nothing that I haven't said to the person before. Yeah. Who I have a problem with. It's nothing that I'm scared to say to somebody's face, or it's nothing that they don't already know about themselves. And so it's just like if I do talk about
like
somebody,
right there.
So it's just like if I come to somebody and I guess it's more not having the fear of whatever I say getting out. So it's like I think you talk more freely of what you want to say that way. Yeah. Because that way it's just kind of like if that person did come back and confront you, such and such told me. You said this, and this, and I like first. It's either gonna be like, yeah, this is what I told such and such, or if such and such made it like a bigger thing, or said the words wrong, I'm gonna correct them and say this is what I said, or if that's exactly what they said, I'm like, yep, that's what I said. I'm like, that's what I said.
That's what happened.
Or we can either deal with the situation how you want to deal with the situation. Yeah. But it's also like social media like confrontation too. I don't really.
You be in that.
Oh no.
That social media
honestly, the block button is the best thing. Yeah. Cause it's certain things you can respond to. Yeah. Cause certain people just want attention. Yeah. Some people just want to be like, oh yeah, such and such. Like Shamon just responded to me and he just said this and this, like try to get you caught up, cancel whatever.
Ooh, yeah.
But it's just like. So it's like my block list is long, man.
Oh, for real?
Like,
extensive.
Like literally, like.
It's wrist exercise.
The block list is crazy. Cause it's like I don't like. I'm really chill. Cause it's just like nothing really bothers me or surprises me. Yeah. For real. So it's just like I've been through all the like different things of confrontation. So nothing bothers or surprises me. And so it's just like, cause I've dealt with everything. So I guess that's another thing I've confronted a lot. So it's just kind of like when you confront dang near everything, it's kind of like what else? Like what else? Like, so it's like nothing is new.
You're right.
So it's just kind of like that's why it's like, I don't let negative things like come into my space and my mindset, because like who wants that? Like who wants negativity in their life? So like
for real.
You coming at me the same way, bye. Right. It's like it's different in person. It's like majority negative things.
Like, would it be fair if people was like, oh, I try to come at him and talk to him about this, and he just blocked me. He childish.
I mean, it depends. Like I said, it depends on the person and the situation.
Or he not mature enough for me.
Honestly, I feel like it's a different thing because like people, like I've had many conversations with certain people that have this mentality of like they're used to arguing so much, and I don't like to argue. Yeah. Like if we're going back and forth and like we're texting, I could tell when you're yelling at me through a text. So I'm texting you, I'm like, they're like, it's not that serious. I'm not yelling. It's like, it's not that serious. Like, that's why it's like, I'd rather call somebody and be like, and if you're like, I don't want to talk to you.
Because a lot of stuff can be misconstrued.
Exactly. So that's why it's just like, it's no need to like just go back and forth through a phone. Like, I hate arguing on the phone.
I don't even like texting, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, it's time consuming.
For sure. Yeah. Your fingers get to hurting after a while.
For real. Like, I don't. Some people professional at it too.
Oh, like, God. It's like when you texting and then it's like in the middle of the conversation, it's like you trying to say something else. Like,
right, they already there.
Exactly.
Give me a second.
Oh, God, like the three dots like needs to keep going. Like three dots is 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Right.
And I have like a whole paragraph in like 10 seconds. I'm like, hold on. And then they start misspelling the words. You know somebody bad. They
real mad. You're not even taking the time to proofread.
Right.
Proofread what you send it to me.
Exactly.
For real. All right. So I talked about this with Isaac too, didn't I? I'm about to talk about love lives, but I talked about this with Isaac. Yeah, love lives.
Love lives.
Love lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you talked to a female about this too.
Yeah. Well, one of them.
Yeah.
Right. I don't remember who I talked to about it, but I want to talk about your love life. Personally, how you navigate it. How, since you're a private person, how do you keep that not a secret, but protected?
I treat my love life kind of like, as far as keeping it secret, kind of like how it is. I treat social media like my mom when it comes to relationships. Like, I'm not about to let anybody just meet my mom, so why would I let the world, like, you know what I'm saying, meet your mom. I said meet my mom. Why would I let social media just meet the person that I'm with? Like, whoever I'm with, it's just like, I don't want people asking questions like, what happened to such and such if I pop out with another person. Yeah. So it's just kind of like, I'm really selective. I like talking to girls in the industry, like, specifically, because I feel like we have better conversations.
Because they can relate.
Yeah, it's just kind of like I don't have to explain what a call sheet is.
Yeah, right.
Like oh yeah, I got to do this and this audition for this. It's just like I'm like, huh? What? I don't understand. So it's just better to have conversations. But it's a couple like people that aren't in the industry that's just like good conversation and good people. Because I definitely have my type, but
what's your type?
I have a personality type. I don't really have a look type for sure. But it's like. You have to be consistent, with communication, because that's really where a lot of my relationships don't work. Because like you the girl isn't good at communication. Oh, okay. So like
communication as far as
communication, but really consistency.
Okay.
Consistent with communication, like talking to me on a good basis, or like consistent with feelings. Like don't have us flirting today and then you treating me like, what's up, bro? Tomorrow I'm like, huh?
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
We was just flirting. Like, what you want? So, you gotta have something going for yourself, or you gotta be working towards your goals. It's just like I can't be with nobody that's just like, well, I guess I don't know. I'll figure it out one day. Not saying that's a problem, but it's just kind of like have your priorities in some type of order.
At least having a direction.
Exactly, and be able to hold a conversation too. You gotta be able to hold a conversation, and you gotta have that mutual interest. Because I feel like conversation flows when interest. And whatever somebody's talking about is like both there. Okay. Because a conversation could go on for hours and hours and hours. Oh, shoot. If both people are like mutually interested in each other and everything just goes well.
I feel like a conversation dies when and sometimes it's not because of the person. Like sometimes y'all just might run out of stuff to talk about. Yeah. Then it's just like, all right, let's wrap this up for real. Yeah. But then just like another thing, like I don't like talking to people who can't like give me some sort of energy back. You know?
No, for sure.
Because then it feels like I'm on a one-way street. And like I'm going in every now and again like a squirrel
you're giving
run
too
past.
Much into it.
Right. So now I feel like Yeah. I feel like I'm being like a conversationalist, like I am, but I'm not getting nothing in return.
For sure.
That's when I'm gonna talk to you later.
For sure.
For real.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk. But because since we on this topic, okay, let me slow down. A couple months ago, or a month ago or so, I saw you had on one fit and it was like black. Was this your party or graduation?
Oh, you talking about my prom?
Your prom.
Prom.
Yeah. Who was the old girl?
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. Nah, but not my girl. Cause it was so crazy. As soon as I posted that, you know, it's like, girl, like literally when I'm not looking for a relationship, that's when the girls want to come. Right. And like when I'm applying the pressure, it's kind of like okay. Right. So when I posted that picture, it was just kind of like a bunch of people came in my DMs, a bunch of girls or whatever. Like it was one girl that literally it was almost like she wanted to make sure I wasn't too happy.
That's why
she came in my DMs and she was like, "You got a girlfriend?" I'm like, "No." She was like, "Are you sure? Who is this?" She sent me a picture. I'm like, "That's just." I'm like,
I don't. She screenshot your story like though.
Like she was just like this. I'm like, "That's not my girl." She's like, "Oh, okay. Well, you have a nice one." I'm like, okay.
I was just making sure.
I'm like, we don't talk though. She's like, "Oh, okay, it's cool."
You have a nice one.
You have a nice one, literally.
She hit you with the corporate response.
Literally, like, yeah. Well, I'll talk to you later. I hope all's going well. Bye. It was crazy. Yeah. But nah, that's not my girl. That's not my girl.
Yeah. No.
Prom was cool though.
Oh, what? Prom was in Chicago, right?
Yeah. Prom is a story though.
That's what's up.
Prom is a story.
It's a story.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay, we can't. Not on the.
It's too long. It's too long of a story.
It's too. What you mean? Just give us like a snippet.
Prom was cool though. The prom experience was because one thing about me, I'm an adaptive person.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like if I go anywhere, because I was homeschooled all throughout high school. So it's like when I went to her prom, it was like I didn't know anybody there. So it's just like I ran into one girl that I knew back in middle school, and I met a lot of people. Like once towards the end of the prom, it was kind of like people started noticing me and everything. They were like, "I didn't want to come up to you, but since you're here, I might as well say something. Are you such and such?" I'm like, yeah, because I didn't think nobody knew me.
Right.
And it was just like I honestly spent more of prom with other people than I did on my prom date. Long story short.
Dang.
And I literally, what's so crazy about it, like in the middle of it, I have DMs for me texting Chief Keef in the middle of it. Because me and Chief Keef is cool. Yeah. And because they were playing his songs and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And we were just like, oh, yeah, everything cool. It's like, yeah, be safe, big bro, everything. You know, I was like, so that was cool. Yeah. So it's just like, honestly, I had fun towards the end of it. And in the middle of it, like just meeting new people and, you know, interact with new people. Because like I said, I'm an adaptive person.
Right.
So, and the girl just kind of, she noticed that towards the end of it.
And she wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, so she it's just kind of like I see what she was doing.
I'm just saying, long story short, she just kind of kept leaving me by myself. Just
right. It sounded like she was. Hey, this sound premeditated though. What she was doing.
I mean, I don't know, but it was so crazy, like, cause I would talk to other people and other girls.
Yeah.
That like, and we were just having conversations, cause there was a whole bunch of pretty girls that didn't have no dates. I'm like,
right.
You don't have no date, and you don't have no date. And this ain't no, I came with my friend type of like.
Oh, they just there alone.
Exactly. So it was just kind of like. She noticed like how I was,
she slid back
and
to your
other
side
girls
right quick,
laughing and having people like gravitate towards me. It's kind of like and I'm the type of person like I'm a mutual person with everything. So it's like I'm not about to go out of my way like when I already did that.
Right.
And it's kind of like you realized it when it was too late. Like how
so
good.
Did she ask you to come to the prom?
Yeah.
Dang.
She did.
And she left you?
Yeah.
So she asked you to.
What? And I literally had like 2 weeks to get ready for prom.
Wow.
Like had to find my suit, everything last minute. Had a party event planner like for the send off last minute. Blew a bag on that, and then it was like the send off looked better than the prom. I ain't gonna hold you, but it was like I'm gonna say she had one job.
And she got to experience all that with you.
Yes, she had one job.
And she was leaving you.
She had one job which was to get a car. We were gonna get like an Escalade type of car.
Okay.
She had one job.
It's a little limousine service.
So the car that we had was not the car that like we planned on.
What y'all have? A Lincoln?
Something like that. I think it was.
Oh,
I think it was.
God.
It might have been.
What?
It was just. It was crazy. It was crazy.
That is horrible.
But yeah.
Because me personally, I'm not gonna lie. I need to go to somebody's prom. I don't care if I'm there. 17.
17. When your birthday?
August 3rd.
What's your sign?
Leo.
Okay.
We
cool.
Yours
cool.
was like March.
You are
May. Wait. It was May.
7/17.
God, dog. It was a month ago.
Yeah. July 17th. I had invited you to my party, but you were out of town.
Where was that at? Was it here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. March 7th. Wait, July
17th.
Where was I in July? Oh, yeah, I was in Charlotte, right? Oh, yeah, I was on the whole other coast. Yeah. Dang, I should have went. Was it a good time?
We'll talk about it later. I did like a bowling thing, and I had a party bus.
I remember
the party bus ended up at ended at like 1 a.m.
I remember. Oh, yeah. I know what you was talking about because it was supposed to be the bowling, and then it was like a party bus gonna come pick us up. Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
It was cool though. It was cool. I'd say.
And it ended at what time?
1 a.m.
What was y'all doing on there?
We was just rolling, literally.
For real.
Rolling in and out. Like we was just everywhere. We went to the pier. We went to City Walk. Mm-hmm. We was just.
Oh, City Walk right by my house.
Yeah, it was just.
Yeah, it was a cool little vibe.
Yeah, it was a vibe.
So y'all had
it was a vibe. Why this man looking at me like it was a vibe?
You look like you talking about something. You just look like you up to no good. That's
cool.
all I'm saying.
It's cool. I mean, it was kind of one of those things. Like my party was like Vegas. It's like we don't talk about it. We like whatever happens on the party bus stayed on the party bus.
Okay.
But it was but overall it was cool. 18 feels weird.
Yeah,
18 is weird.
I was literally coming over here. I was in the car. Mm-hmm. See, I keep thinking I had my glasses on. I was in the car. Yeah, like what is you doing? They about to think I'm on something for real. But I was.
So what was? So like I was talking about.
I was in the car. I was talking to my mom, and I was like, "Dang, I'm like really like 17."
Yeah.
So now that you're, hey now. So now that you're like 18, legal adult, of course, like just having access to like things that you didn't have access to, like how does that feel?
I don't know, cause I'm not really. I'm not like a wild kid,
right?
So certain things, like 18 is cool, legal wise, cause like you get like kind of like money that's saved up or whatever that you're saving up, and I think for me personally, it's more of looking at me I think it's more not pressure, but it's like a certain type of pressure, cause it's just like now that you're 18, people look at you to speak up more. And like I've always kind of I've always had a voice, but it's just kind of like nobody's ever really asked me because I've always been like in a kid situation. I'm like now that I'm 18, it's kind of like people don't look at my mom for conversations like that they would usually have. Even on set and stuff, it's like situations that my mom had pulled me out of on set and stuff. And it'll just be like now people like, yeah, Shamon, I need your input too. Right. And it's like me, like I'm like now I gotta say something.
Yeah.
So it's like now I gotta sign the papers for whatever. Yeah. Like, I gotta do this and do that, which is cool. Like I've always been like mature and had good things to say, but it's like I don't know. It's weird. I'm still getting used to it.
Do you struggle with like people be like, hey, how old you are? How
old you are?
That's that middle school. That's
how old you are?
I didn't graduate middle school. But no, people would ask you like, how old are you? Yeah, right. Yeah.
You got you.
You right. I didn't go to sleep till like 4, and then I was slept on the couch. That's how tired I was. I came out, cause I got like a studio in my house. So I came out of my studio. I was like, oh shoot, let me get a quick nap. Who said who says that at 4 a.m? Let me get a quick nap.
Get a quick nap at 4
Yeah, for real. That's what I said to myself.
Oh my God.
Because I fell asleep in my chair. I was like, oh shoot, wiping the stuff out my eyes. I said, let me get a quick nap on the couch, and then I wake up and sleep in my room. What? My brother, what are you talking about? You gonna get a quick nap on the couch and then go to your room and go back to sleep?
What's bad, bro?
So shoot, I woke up and it was my mom talking about, hey, your dog crying. Go take him out.
Wow.
So and then I went back to sleep. But back to what I was saying. When people ask you like, how old are you? Like, do you struggle with like saying like, oh, I'm 18? Because I still say, oh, I'm 16. I'd be like, no, I'm not.
I think it takes a while.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody's really asked me like in person. So it's like I'm able to think about what I'm saying. Like usually text like, oh, how old are you? It's like, yeah, I'm 18.
As far as like the Shy and like working with such like heavy players and heavy hitters, like how, like, okay, that's an honor to like gain knowledge from the people you're working with, you know. But like as far as like the relationship you've developed with those people, like how has that contributed to like who you are as a person, who you are professionally and like in your craft, you know?
Dude, this man is asking deep questions.
For real, like for real, you working with Lena Waithe, man.
Yeah. I'd say I guess for the people that are on set day to day, like the series regulars and cast and everything, it's cool. Yeah. But because it's kind of like you have deeper conversations with people that you look up to, and it's like I still look up to certain people, and I look at a lot of people as icons, like Jason Weaver, and we had Sonia Sohn on the show, and Stephen Williams, a couple more people. We had the Brad that was on the show.
Y'all had the Brad?
Yeah, we had the Brad on the episode, and I think I learned a little bit from everybody, but it's certain things like. I think one of the people like I lean towards the most is Jacob Lattimore, who plays Emmett on the show, because he went from music into like acting and everything, and like it's just like him and his mom, and it's like me and my mom. So I guess it's kind of like a thing of me and him have conversations about the music industry, like because he's been in that longer than he's been in the acting industry, and it's really I don't know. It's just like I learned something from everybody, like especially knowing everybody's experiences, because like people think that the kids are just in as much like whatever drama situations as the adults, but like the kids really are out of everything. So when I get to finally like, especially getting older, like be around the adults more and like hear what they have to say, it's kind of like, whoa, we've been feeling the same way the whole time. Like I got a whole different perspective. I'm thinking it's la-di-da for you, but it's not for you. Yeah. And just certain things of wisdom and just their energy and vibe and everything. It's just that's what I pick up on. I think I kind of take certain things into my everyday life because, like I said, certain things that they tell you, like little quotes, it's like little quotes people like save in my head. Yeah. Like even the barber, the barber on an older guy who cuts our hair on the show, like he would just say certain things like. It's how you approach certain things. Like I've taught them like, yes, it's a rough day. I really don't want to do this, but you know, whatever. It's like, well, first of all, he's like, you a series regular on the show, like you've been here so long, and people like, you know, people like you won't start no issues or nothing. So it's like I think more. I kind of learned from him like how to approach certain things. Like it's not what you say; it's like more of how you say it. Yeah. Type stuff, and I don't know. It's just certain things like they see me grow up. It's like they really see me grow up. So when we come back next season, like. It'll be like, how old are you now? Like, oh yeah, I'm 18. It's kind of like they knew me when I was 12. Dang. And it's like I've been knowing Lena since I was 10. 10, right? So it's like 8 years knowing Lena. That's so long.
Shoot, that's crazy. Man. Shoot, that's all I have, man. We can wrap it up here.
Cool.
Shoot, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
Come on, let's clap it up.
Thank you so much.
Coach.
Oh yeah, I had Coach glasses on.
Yeah, come on, man, I had on them Coach glasses.
I'm like, look,
we put us in, Coach.
Yes,
we need a brand ambassador.
Yeah.
Come on, what's going on?
For sure.
Well, that does it. I'll see y'all on the next one. Don't get in my DMs talking about Ramon with the next. I don't know. All right.
See you when I see you.
But you will get a next episode. Yeah. I don't know who about to be on here. But you go watch it, all right? Sure. And I think I'm going to drop a Patreon soon. Because for real, y'all, like, I like doing these, but I need to start making some money for these. For real.
For sure.
But we had that conversation later. Anyway, thank you for stopping by, man.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you.
All right.
Do you want to, all right.
What?
Yeah,
I always put it on the screen, so.
For sure.
Yeah. And you drop music on SoundCloud?
On all platforms.
On all platforms,
yeah.
You got an upload schedule or something?
No.